Yet another smuggler's boat will be added to the dumping ground on Lampedusa Island. This final resting place for hundreds of small vessels is a testament to the number of people who are willing to lose everything, even their lives, in a desperate attempt to escape persecution or to find a better future. The sailing season for this part of the Mediterranean is all but over now, but the Italian Coast Guard is still rescuing people from small boats adrift on the open sea, often with no fuel, no food, or no water.
And every time we set sail, we find that ever more often and over the years, more lives are put at risk. So this threatens people's safety whilst benefiting ruthless traffickers.
On a recent rescue, 45 people were plucked out of the sea. They had departed 4 days earlier from Libya. When they ran out of food and fuel on the second day, the situation became desperate. 2 women died from exposure. This passenger asked that her identity be protected.
On the third day, these 2 women, they die. Automatically, when they die, everybody starts to afraid. Everybody starts to, we are going to die. There is a small boy. He say, I'm going to die. He starts to cry.
This woman said she fled Ethiopia because of persecution. She came to Libya to try and make her way across the Mediterranean. While the majority of those arriving on Europe's shores are migrants seeking a better life, a significant percentage are escaping conflict, violence, or human rights abuses. This man fled Iraq after he received death threats. He went to Libya looking for work. When the job didn't work out, he felt he had only one option left.
It's also only a suicide route, because we have no other way to do this. We can't have a visa, we can't have fly to any other country. We will not be able to stay in Libya. We cannot stay also enter to Tunis or any other country. So we have to either cross the sea or we will die over there. It's not, there was no other choice.
These perilous crossings have increased partly due to tighter restrictions on asylum and immigration within the EU. In its bid to halt illegal immigration, the EU has also made it more difficult for refugees to reach Europe. As a consequence, many are using alternative and dangerous means to reach the continent.
Then the dinghy broke. It snapped in half, and everyone clung on to whatever they could find. Some people drowned at once, while 5 of us clung onto a wooden plank. The sea was rough, and one after the other, my companions died.
While there are many clandestine routes, thousands attempt to cross by boat, and the tiny island of Lampedusa, just 180 miles off the coast of Libya, is often their destination. However, each year thousands also arrive on the shores of Spain, Greece, Malta, and France. Despite the risk, those who survive the journey say they don't have a choice. Lampedusa is an island with a population of about 6,000 people. It has struggled to cope with the influx, with the Italian government increasing its patrols and building a larger reception center for the new arrivals. Survivors are assisted by the UN Refugee Agency, who advise them on their right to access asylum procedures.
Last year in Lampedusa, we had as many as 18,000 arrivals. Out of these persons, it is estimated that, in fact, 6,000 of them applied for refugee protection.
Those who decide to take this dangerous passage have often paid out their life savings to do so. The price is often more than $1,000. Some of the survivors say the smugglers often promise the boats will be navigated by a real captain, but when they depart, the navigation is left to the passengers, who often have never been on the sea before. Local fishermen have many times found themselves in the role of rescuers.
When we're involved in this kind of rescue operation, we never back away. Even when we come up against the law, against certain laws which may not be to our advantage, we still carry on saving these people.
The total number of casualties is unknown, but it's estimated that there are hundreds each year near Lampedusa alone. Efforts to stop the human smuggling trade will not succeed as long as there are desperate people willing to pay to escape violence or poverty.